Hi everyone, welcome back to another gameplay of BTD6. Let's continue with the tower guide and tutorial. So, final episode of this series until Ninja Kiwi adds new towers to the game. Now I'm gonna do the village, and yeah, let's jump into Monkey Meadow sandbox. I have deactivated Monkey Knowledge to show you the tower as it is by itself without any extra help. Now the village is the last support tower. This is gonna be another tower that by default, so 000 will not attack the Bloons, but it's a support tower, so it's gonna increase the monkeys that are placed close to its range. So now the journal description says that has a number of different benefits to aid all of your monkeys. So now the base is going to increase range of all monkeys in its radius by 10%. So just by placing the village in this case, and by placing, I don't know, whatever other tower, if the tower is placed in range of the village, it's going to buff its range. You can see here the range increasing and decreasing, so that means that the tower is in range or not of the village. And that's what a 000 village does, so increase the range by 10%. It can increase the range also of other villages in this case, so you can stack the range in this case between at least 2 villages. And the base cost is going to be 1.2k cash in medium, so in hard and in probable it's going to be a little more expensive. And yeah, that's it. So in this case, like it was for the farm, I have to cover each one of the paths and see what what you gain with the paths and so on. So starting from the top path, the first upgrade is gonna increase the radius of influence of the village. So that means that by just getting the village the range larger, you can affect more towers, and so you can increase the range of the towers and you can give other benefits to them. Second upgrade is going to increase the attack speed by 15% to all monkeys in radius, so that's pretty easy. Third upgrade, primary training, so all primary monkeys are gonna get more range, pierce, and projectile speed. In this case, primary towers are the towers that are colored in blue, so Dot Monkey, Boomerang, Bomb, Tuck Shooter, Ice Monkey, and Glue Gunner. So only these towers are gonna get the extra primary training benefits. All the other towers are gonna just get the normal village benefits. Fourth upgrade is yet another buff to primary towers. Now primary towers in radius get their first upgrade for free. Now tar 1 upgrade means that, for example, in this case the bomb, if I place it, you can see that the first upgrade is free. And that's what this upgrade does. So the first upgrade in all the trees is going to be free for the primary towers. Now finally, the fifth upgrade, the primary monkeys are going to get the Tar 1 and the Tar 2 upgrades for free. So that's some extra discount, let's say, on primary towers. You also going to increase more, I think, the damage and the pierce of primary towers, or the attack speed, I don't remember exactly. And then also you gain a Mega Ballista attack. Now this is the only upgrade that is going to allow the village to attack like a normal tower. So you gain here targeting option like a normal tower. Now this Ballista attack is going to have unlimited range, so it's going to attack as soon as the balloons enter in the screen. And this Ballista is going to do up to 200 damage each time. So in this case, if I spawn, I don't know, oh my god, you can see here 200. The attack speed is not that high, so it's going to proc every, I don't know, 3 seconds. One attack every just 3 seconds, but because it has unlimited range, you can really attack the balloons wherever they are in the screen. And another thing is the piercing. Now this attack has a lot of piercing and it's going to automatically bounce between balloons whenever you can. And you're going to be seeing here now, I'm going to clean up these mobs. See the Ballista turning in the air? So that's how it works. And and therefore, because of this upgrade, it is considered like a normal upgrade. You can see that you can pop lead balloons by default, so it has lead popping power, but it doesn't have actually it has camo detection, yeah, because those camo balloons were attacked. So it has both lead popping power and camo detection, so you can pop also DDTs with this upgrade. So you don't need like camo detection, you don't even need the upgrade the village itself camo detection upgrade to attack camo balloons. So that's it for the top path. Now middle path, yet other benefits. So in this case, all the regrow balloons that are in radius of the village are not gonna regrow back, so it's preventing of the regrow balloons. And of course, well, that depends on where exactly you have the village placed. So but yeah, that's just another thing. Second thing, very important, allows all monkeys in the radius to attack camo balloons. Now this upgrade is one of the most important upgrades of the village, because of the fact that a lot of towers cannot detect camo balloons by themselves, or maybe they can, but the other upgrades in the way of the camo detection are bad. So if you don't want to get camo detection of those towers, you can always get a village. You can get village 020, and now all those towers can pop camo balloons. So this is a very nice and useful upgrade for the village. And then the third upgrade is as useful as the second one, because this burrow is gonna allow all nearby monkeys to pop all balloon types. So not anymore lead problems or purple balloons problems, or yeah, especially those two things, or black balloons and zebras problems in case of bombs or ice towers, for example. You can pop all balloon types. So you just need here a village 030, and you can pop all balloon types. You have camo detection, you have everything. So all the towers around a burrow village have no weaknesses. So very important upgrade and useful. Then with the fourth and fifth upgrade, the village actually does not gain anything else by passive. So these things are passive, so they're gonna be active always. Instead, with the fourth and fifth upgrade, you're gonna gain the activity abilities that in this case are gonna give monkeys 50% attack speed and popping power for 10 seconds. The fifth upgrade is gonna affect all monkeys for 20 seconds now. So what this means is that with the fourth upgrade, you're gonna be limited by the range. So only the monkeys in range are gonna gain this 50% attack speed and popping power for 10 seconds. Instead, the fifth upgrade, you're gonna affect also the monkeys that are not in range of this village, and the ability is gonna also last for longer. Now finally, the bottom path for the village. The first two upgrades are quite useful because they're gonna add discount. So you can read here, it's gonna provide a 10% discount to all monkeys and upgrades tier 3 or less that are going to be purchased in radius of the village. Now this is a huge thing because of the fact that well, some towers have some upgrades that are quite cheap already, and normally the first tier 3 upgrades are quite cheap, so it's not that important like this discount. But for towers like farms or super monkeys, some of their tier 3 upgrades are quite expensive. So look at the Sun Avatar upgrade, Robo Monkey, or even like here the farm, like 3k here, 3.3k. So quite expensive, right? But now with this discount, you can discount that by 10%, and so it's useful for that reason. Normally on towers that are not that expensive, the discount still kicks in, and so you may gain, you may save some cash. But yeah, especially for the towers with very expensive upgrades, is more useful for that reason. Second upgrade is exactly the same, but it's gonna add an additional 5% discount. And this 5% additional discount can stack with 2 other villages. Sorry, it's can stack up to 2. So that means that if you have 2 villages like this, both of them 002, you can give 10% with the first upgrade, plus 5 plus 5, so a total of 20% discount. So that's the maximum amount of discount that you can give with the village, just like that. Now third upgrade is Monkey Town. So now all monkeys within the radius are gonna get extra cash for all the balloons that they pop. So this is just an increase in income in cash. Fourth upgrade is gonna increase the range, so yeah, the radius, and it's gonna also give you a free dark monkey each round, in case you may need it. And then last upgrade is quite a nice one, and it's pretty complicated, so I'm gonna spend a few words on this one. So you can see already that the fifth upgrade says it's gonna require banana farms. So you're gonna absorb all banana farms and their income, and you're gonna free up space for monkeys. Now for each farm that you have in range of the village, this upgrade is gonna increase the cost by 5k. So just one farm is 5k. If you have another farm, it's gonna be 10k. If you have another one, it's gonna be 15k. If you have another one, so the more farms you have, the more expensive the upgrade becomes, but the more boxes you get. Now the amount of boxes that you get by this upgrade is gonna depend not only on the amount of farms that you have, but on the amount of cash, so on the amount of income that these farms would be generating. So the best upgrade to get the maximum amount of cash from this Monkeyopolis 5th tier upgrade is to get the banana farms 400. So if you sacrifice, you can sacrifice, by the way, to the Monkeyopolis 5th tier upgrades. So Banana Central, the 5th upgrade in the middle path and the bottom path will not be sacrificed, only up to the 4th upgrade. And so in this case, I just have 4. Let's just place 5. Let's increase the range here as well. So that's 5, right? So now by sacrificing 4 banana research facilities to the Monkeyopolis and spending 25k cash, I'm now getting a ton of cash. Now I don't know if you're gonna be able to see the amount of cash. Yes, you can see it because of the round, because I started the round. So each one of these boxes is worth 1740 cash. You get 10 of them total, and so that's 17k cash in just one round. 17k 400 cash. So the more farms you sacrifice to this village, the more it becomes. Now it's better, as I said, sacrificing banana research facilities than sacrificing, for example, I don't know, banks, because you get more cash, because the income is classified as higher, so that's why you get more cash like that. And that's it. So you can see already that you have a ton of different benefits, as it says here, depending on which path upgrade you're using for the village. In my opinion, I think the best ones are jungle drums, so because the attack speed. Then second most important, like camo detection and also the MIB, quite useful. You have camo detection and the MIB in order, so you can get both of them if you want to. And also the discount in some occasions, especially when you have like very expensive towers like a super monkey, getting this discount can really make you save a lot of cash in the transition. I also like to get a lot in Impoppable, especially Monkey Town and Monkey City as well, to get even more cash. And Monkeyopolis, as I showed you, very worth. I mean, you get a ton of cash from it, and depending on how bigger the farms were that you sacrificed. So that's how it works. And now you can also sometimes, depending on the occasions, may also go with primary training. If you have like primary training towers, you have seen me doing it in half cash sometimes to buff even more, like a bomb or like the boomerangs, the to how they're called, like this thing right here, the mob press, yeah. And the ballista also very important, so you buff even further primary towers, but you also get this mega ballista attack that has a lot of piercing, a lot of damage, infinite range. You can pop camo balloons, lat balloons, you can pop everything, so very useful. Or you can either go with the upgrades in the middle path in this case and have the activated abilities. Now I didn't say the cost of these towers. Now you can see that the upgrades are gonna be quite different. So 400 at 1.5, the second upgrade, and then the third one is 8k. So it's 800, so it's cheaper than 2.5, and then finally the Tar 5 upgrade is 25k. So not very expensive, right? Middle path instead is 2k, 7.5, 20k, and 40k. So the middle path scales up, so the upgrades get more and more expensive. Bottom path 500, 500, 10k, so very expensive. Monkey Town, Monkey City, very cheap. And then Monkeypolis, as I said, depending on how many farms you are absorbing, the cost is gonna go up by 5k each. So if you have like 10 farms around this village, it's gonna be 50k. The upgrade, if you have just 5 farms, is gonna be 25k. And that was it. So that was the village. I hope you guys could enjoy this tower guide and tutorial series, and see ya. Bye bye.